So guys, in this particular video I'm going to show you exactly how to sew this lovely palazzo trouser. If it's something you're really interested in, do stick with me to the end of the video so that you see exactly how I went about the sewing, which is very easy. I have the cutting on how to cut. I have the cutting of this particular palazzo trouser. Check the description box, you're going to see the video that will link you straight on how I cut it. Please, if it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more updates. Alright guys, let's move into the video proper so that you learn everything you need about this palazzo trouser. So here I have my front and back. This is the front part of this particular trouser. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to sew ½ inch on the front side like this, and then on this particular part I'm just going to take out my dart and equally take out my zip allowance before I stitch anything there. So I'm taking out 1 inch. 1 inch is for my zip allowance, and from that point of the 1 inch I'm going to move inward 3.5 to be able to get my dart. So it's not a must for you to actually do a dart, but it's really very nice. It gives the trouser a very good fitting. So I'm just applying the back dart here, not front dart. So you can see how I'm doing it. I'm taking out the 1 inch. From the point of the 1 inch I'll move in 3.5 again to be able to get my dart. Okay, so that 3.5 point is where my dart leg is. So the next thing I'll do is I'll use my ruler and connect it just like this. Okay, so make sure you take your measurements to ensure that it's okay. So this is more like a 1 inch dart, so this is just a 1 inch kind of dart spacing, and it's just perfect the way it is. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to connect it just like this as I'm connecting it now. If you don't know how to make that, this is just how I get my dart on my fabric. So I'm going to get a pin, and I'm just going to pin it to be able to, first of all I'm going to notch like this. So after I notch it, I'll get a pin, and then I'm going to punch it here at this particular point, and then it's going to reflect at the back. I'll mark it out like this, and I will go ahead and connect it. So for those of you that really don't know how to go about getting that, you can use this technique to get your dart, okay, on your fabric. It's not stressful at all. It's usually very easy. So guys, this is our dart. I'm just going to go and sew it. It's not difficult. So before that, I'm going to sew this just like this. Now see how I'm going to roll this chalk. Now that is marking out my zip allowance, and then all the way down to ½ inch. Okay, that is how I'm going to be stitching this particular part of the back waist. Okay, so the 1 inch part is the part for our zip and all that. So guys, now the first thing I'm going to do before in our sewing, to start our sewing, is to get my pocket. So this is my pocket, and I'm cutting it into 2. So get a nice pocket depending on the length you want and the size you want. So after I get it, I'm just going to shaping it a little by the side like this. You can see how lovely I'm shaping this, guys. You can shape yours however you want yours to look actually. So I'm shaping mine like this, and when I open it up, this is how it's going to be. It's going to have the shape of a pocket just like this. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other part to just shaping it to have just a nice look and a very good approach. So after that, I will move ahead and start joining. Now I'm going to get my chalk, I'm going to get the front part of my trouser. Then I will get my chalk to mark this so that you will know the front, that is the right side, and the wrong side. So this is the wrong side, and this is the wrong side of my trouser. So I'm just going to place my pocket like this and fold it inward like this. Okay, but measure out just like 2 inch or 2.5, so depending on how you want your spacing to start. So I'm going to fold it all the way down to the length I want this pocket to be. So now I'm going to take you see the way I place the trouser on top of the part, just place it just like that. Do exactly what I did. You can experiment this on a fabric first, a plain fabric, before you go ahead and apply it on any clothes you're sewing. So I'm going to pin it down, pin everything down like this. Then I'm going to equally chalk it out. So guys, looking at this, like guys, you can understand what I'm doing. It's very easy, very easy. So I'm chalking out just the point, okay, just that particular point that I pinned in. Okay, so I'm going to sew it, just this particular triangle you see me mark like this. That is what I'm going to sew, and I'm going to be folding this part inward like this when I'm sewing it. Okay, I'm just going to fold it like this, and I'll stitch on top of it. Okay, that is when you come to this other side. The reason for that is to have a neat work. So guys, after sewing, this is how it looks like. Now go ahead now and fold it in like this. This is not difficult at all you need to do is just pay close attention. So when you fold it in like this, you make sure that everything is sitting well and is balanced. Okay, make sure everything is balanced, very very balanced. Okay, so this pocket is one part that is very necessary when making a trouser. You want to get a very nice pocket. So I'll go ahead and pin it down like this. Guys, as you're enjoying this particular video, please don't forget to hit the like and comments. Please don't forget to share this particular video, especially like for me and comment if you really enjoy what you're seeing in this video. So on this particular part, I'll stitch it like this, and I'm going to equally stitch this part like this. Okay, so that is what you're just going to do next. And when you do it, you have your pocket looking all nice for you. Make sure you iron it. You can decide to top stitch this particular part like so. You can top stitch it before you do the final stitching. Okay, you can decide to top stitch, you can decide to leave it that way, so whichever way you want to do yours. So but looking at this already, you can see we have a nice pocket, so and it's very very neat without any stress. So guys, I've equally done this on the other side though. I've done it on the other side, and you can see we have our pocket ready on both sides. Everything is just good to go, and it's very deep and very very lovely. Okay, so take your time and do this particular part because it's needed whenever you're making your clothes that have pockets. Okay, so I'm going to bring my other side of my okay, before that I'm going to hem this part. I'm going to be hemming it inward like this. I'm going to hem the down part of the front, and equally I will equally do the same on the back side. So I've already stitched my dart. As you can see, I've already stitched it. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and hem the down now. After hemming, and then I'll come for final work. So guys, after I finished hemming it, the next thing I'm going to do is not difficult at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and place it like this. So when I open this up, you can see the part where I've hemmed. Okay, you can see how nice it's looking. When I open this up like this, now I'll take my zip. And I'll place it so that I'll be able to get good measurements before I sew. So when I place this zip, I'm just going to extend it out. I'm going to take out 2 inch. That particular 2 inch I'm taking out is for my band. Okay, it is for my band, it's very necessary. So I'll move it towards like this, and from there I'm getting the actual point where I'm going to be stitching from. So this is also very very necessary, guys, very very necessary, very very very. So like I said before, if you have not hit the subscribe button, guys, please don't forget to do so. Don't forget to do so to encourage me and support me and always see latest updates from me. So guys, you can see how I wrote this. You are going to be stitching down by ½ inch. You're going to stitch it all the way down by ½ inch. Then the rest of the part is 1 inch. Okay, that 1 inch is the proper zip allowance you have for this. So after doing that, the next thing is to go ahead and place this particular front to the back, and I'm going to stitch the side by 1 inch. For those of you that joined the drafting part, that watch the drafting, you will notice that I added extra 1 inch on the sides. So when you join it like this, you join it and sew the side by 1 inch. Then you come down to the crouch part of this particular trouser, equally sew it by 1 inch. Okay, so sew everything 1 inch all the way around. This is a palazzo trouser, so you're not trying to get any special fitting, so just sew. Okay, try and watch the video on how I drafted this. It will help you a lot. So guys, I'm very very sorry that I misplaced the clip of the particular video on how I fixed the band and zip. Okay, but it's not difficult at all you need to do is cut a band that is 5 inch wide and fold it into 2 and join. Okay, make sure that you get your waist measurement, your accurate waist measurement, then join the band. First of all, sew the band. Like I said, the band should be 5 inch wide. Okay, then the width should be the size of your waist. That is the wideness of your waist. You take the circumference of what you have round. That is what you use to cut the width of the band. So you make sure you attach the band first before you now put your zip, because you are not adding any button to this or whatever. So always attach the band first, then you put your zip for a neat finishing. So guys, that is just it, nothing else. And thank you so much. If you really really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and comment. Let me know what you think, and equally share this particular video, and equally check the description to see how I made this vintage shirt. Thank you very much for sticking with me. See you in my next video. Bye.